Hi, welcome to Auntie Nat's Crochet. Thank you for choosing this tutorial video. Do check out my other videos too if you don't mind. Please subscribe to my channel. The subscribe button is at this corner. I have 100 over videos from crochets to amigurumi, clothes to toys, hats to bags, and there's lots more to come. And today I'm going to make a houndstooth stitch jacket, a very short jacket. So I'm going to use these two colors, blue and orange, and I'm going to use a 4.5 mm hook. You can actually use a 5 mm or 6 mm hook too if you want. These are 5 ply cotton yarn. I'm using cotton yarn today. So let's start. I'm going to start with the blue color. Now I'm going to start by making the back panel. Okay, you make a knot. This is just my habit of making a knot, and you make a foundation chain of multiple of 2, and in the end you just plus 1. So how long is this foundation chain? You have to measure it against your body. This is going to be the back panel, and you see how wide you want the coat to be. Is it going to be a real fitting one or kind of loose coat? Okay, so I'll come back to you once I measure and see how long my foundation chain should be. Okay, I've come to the length that I want. This will be the back panel of the coat. I have made a multiple of 2, and now I've add 1 stitch. Okay, multiple of 2 plus 1. So now I'm going to go to the second stitch. This is the first, this is the second. I'm going to work on the hum side. You can either work here or you can work on the hum side. Hum side means you see this V shape, you turn to the back and you go to the hum side. So this hum side, the first stitch, you're gonna do a single crochet. Okay, first stitch is going to be a single crochet. The next stitch, I'm still working on the hum side. Next stitch is going to be a double crochet. So you're going to work like this until the end of the row. Single crochet, double crochet. So every row you should start with the single crochet and you would end with a double crochet. You can choose whichever contrast color that you like to make this houndstooth stitch. Okay, so I'll get back to you once I'm at the end of the row. So remember, it's 1 single crochet followed by 1 double crochet. So you're gonna look like this. Okay, I've come to the end of the row. You can actually check back your work. If you look carefully, this is a double crochet, this is a single crochet. Can you see the difference? So you can check back and see if you actually did 2 double by mistake or 2 single by mistake. So after you have checked back your work, we're going to go to the next row. Next row, I'm going to change color, change to orange. I'm gonna pull this tight. I'm gonna chain 1. Let me tie these 2 tails together first, just in case. I am not going to bring this blue yarn along when I crochet this orange yarn. Right, so you chain 1, turn the work. Because our last stitch is a double crochet, so now we start off with a single crochet. Go to the first V shape here, you do a single crochet, and the next one you're going to do a double crochet. Then you're going to do single crochet, and you're gonna do double crochet. You're gonna continue until the end of the row. Okay, I'm at the end of the row and it looked like this. Okay, so the blue yarn here, I'm gonna cut it because I didn't bring it to the other side. So all this tail here, I'm gonna tie a knot, and later when I sew this, and I sew this part to this is the back panel. When I sew this part to the front panel, I will weave this in between here and sew it so you won't be able to see. So it doesn't matter whether you face this side or this side. Try not to weave it in here because sometimes the tail might show some part here. Just weave it here. So I've cut the yarn and I bring it over to this side because here I've reached the end of the row. So same thing, so do not leave such a long tail, just a tail will do. Just a short tail to as long as it's enough to tie a knot. And you can cut this orange yarn. So now this is considered a chain 1. I turn my work and I'm gonna start with a single crochet, and you do a double and a single and a double and a single. Sorry, I did a double. That's why at times you have to check your work again, or when you're doing it you will notice that this is a double, this is a single. If you're doing a double on top of a double, means something is not right. And you see a single, just do a double, and automatically my brain will tell my fingers to do a double when I see a single. Just in case, before you end the row, just have a quick check. See, short, long, short, long. So you continue until to the length that you want. So I'm gonna build it this way. This is the back piece. It's not very long, and from here I'm gonna work to the front piece as well. This is the back one. We move on to the front. So the shoulder, there's no stitches, it just continue. I'll show you once I get there to the shoulder part. Okay, this is how it looked like. I've come to the length that I want. So this is how the back look like. You can actually, not necessarily that's the back and the front, whether you want more blue or you want more orange. Okay, I've come to the length that I want. This is the back panel. So now I'm going to work with the front panel. I've stopped here, so I'm going to continue here, but I'm going to leave this apart. This is for the neck part. So I'm going to continue and build the front panel and fold it this way and sew the sides. So at the shoulder part, there's no join. So I'll just continue with this. think by not bringing the yarn along, I've saved quite a lot of yarn. So I just turn to the other side. It's considered a chain one, and I single crochet in the first stitch and double crochet in the second. And this part here, I'm gonna cut it and tie it to the tail here. And later on, I will hide all this. Like here, I hide some of it. You can see a bit, but once I join with the front panel, all this will not be visible. So just continue to create the front panel and leave this part. Okay, this is how it looked like so far. This is more on the blue, this is more on the orange, depending whether you want this to be the front or this to be the front. Okay, so what I did is, this is the back panel, and I continue from the back panel and I created it like this. So I just leave a gap here, almost like this. So I created it, so it's gonna look like this. It's the back panel, and I continue to crochet, so there won't be any joining here on the shoulder. This is the shoulder part, this is the neckline, so it comes down here. So I want the orange part to be the front, so it's gonna look like this. And I did a sleeve that looks like this. Later I'll show you how I did this. So one side will look like this, more on the blue, and one side will look more on the orange. And I'm going to join it here like this. So I'm gonna have a short sleeve here, just like this. It's a tiny short sleeve. So since I want the orange part to be this side, I'm going to connect it on the inside. So hold it on more on the blue side, and I'm gonna stitch here, sew this to the side here. As for all this chucking out, I bring it along in between all these yarns. Just put it along, and later I'm going to do single crochet all around, just only this part, single crochet on this part, and I will cover up all this. I'll have all this cover up, and the balance I can just cut it off. Okay, just pull and make it go through some of this. And the bottom part here, since I crochet on the bum side, so here I'm not going to do single crochet all around because it looks just nice. I mean, you can see the V shape here and here. So every side I start with the bum side. So I'm going to do single crochet all around only on the neck here. Just from here to here, single crochet all around. But now, as for now, if I want the orange to be on the front, so this is the inside, so I'm gonna connect it like this. So you're gonna have a short sleeve, a short cardigan with a short sleeve. So I'm gonna show you now how I did this, how I shrink it up to become this shape. Okay, first you measure this against your arm. How big is your arm, or how big you want the sleeve to be. This is where you put your arm in. Okay, and after that you are sure how long you want it to be, how wide you want the sleeve to be, and you make 4 rows 2 in blue and 2 in orange, so like 2 sets of it. So once you have 2 sets of it, you come to the end here. Once I'm at the end, chain 1, pull tight, cut the yarn, tie it to the side here, and now we're not going to start from here, we're going to start from 1 set away. This is 1 set. I take this as 1 set, 1 single crochet and 1 double crochet. So I take this as 1 set. I'll come here, I'll start from here, and then I'll continue to do my hound stitch. So you turn the work, you do a single crochet followed by a double crochet. If you want, you can bring this tail along. If not, you can just tie it to the side here. So by the time you reach the end, it's not going to be the end. We're going to leave 2 sets apart. So you're going to look like this. This is 2 sets, 1 set apart, sorry. And here, once you do this and you reach here, you stop here. So let me show you the one that I've completed. So here I stop at 1 set, 1 set away I did 1, and from here this orange I stop 1 set away, and by the time this blue I stop 1 set away. Up to you, you can stop 1 stitch away or you can stop 1 set away. So all these tails are from here, these sides. So it keeps shrinking to a point here. I only have 3 left. So when I fold it and I sew it onto the clothes, I'll have a short sleeve here, just like this. So this is up to you whether you want to shrink it this way or you want to shrink it with just 1 stitch. You can do 1 stitch apart. I hear 1 stitch, you just leave 1 stitch and then you continue with the rest, and 1 stitch, 1 stitch, 1 stitch. So in the end it will still come to this, but maybe yours will be wider. Mine is shorter, it's quite a short sleeve. Or you can do without sleeve, you can just stitch that part and you can actually wear it. So I'll come back to you once I have the other stitch ready, and I'll show you how I'm going to connect this stitch, this sleeve to the other sleeve. So now I'll just continue with this sleeve. Okay, I've done 2 of the sleeves, so now I'm going to connect it to the main cloth here. First, let me have some pin to pin it first. So this is how it looked like, the sleeve. So either you want the orange part or the blue part more. I want the orange part to be in front, so I'm going to sew on the blue part here. So the sleeve, this is the straight part, this is the sleeve, this is the where your hand comes out, and this part here will be connected to the top here. So you make sure you fold this nicely into half. You bring this here. There are four sets of houndstooth stitch here. So I make sure I go to the middle one. It's the middle, and bring it onto the middle here. you take a look at where is the middle, this blue yarn here, blue part here. So this is the middle, so this is the exact middle. So here I've checked, I should have 4 sets of orange before the sleeve starts. That is what happened to the other side. So I make sure there are 4. So you just pin it onto the 4th one here and pin one more here. Excuse me. And you do the same to this side. Should be 1, 2, 3, 4 on the 4th one. Somewhere here. And one more in the middle here. Just so that when I sew here, this is the sleeve. This is the part I'm supposed to join it. So let me get some blue yarn. I'm gonna get some blue yarn. You can crochet or you can sew, up to you. I think I would like to sew. So here, the yarn I'm going to take about, I'm not sure, this length. If it's too long, you get tangled, except when you sew. You can sew or you can single crochet. But I find that I prefer to sew it. This is going to be the inside of the blouse or the coat, you can call it. So here I'm gonna tie a knot. And as that when I sew, I'm gonna hide all this inside. I'm gonna sew it this way so that all this can hide in between. So it's gonna go this way, and I'll check and see if I can see those stitches in front, which I doubt, because the side here it's like this, there's no single crochet all around, so you won't be able to know where is the next stitch. So I'm gonna sew this way, and at the same time hide all this in between while I sew. Hide as much as I can, and the rest I'll just cut it off. So you kind of like hold it down, hold all this down, and all this extra I'm gonna cut it off later on. So you're gonna be this way. So connect this 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 orange part here, and we will start to connect the sleeve to this part. So we're gonna hold it this way, and this pin will act as a guide so that it will not move. When I sew from here to here, this will not move, so that I know it should be this way. And then you hold here and make sure, because this is kind of wavy, this ups and down, because we skip 2 stitch and hide all this as that when we stitch. So I'll come back to you once I'm stitched the whole part here, and I'll show you how I'm going to do single crochet all around the front part here. Okay, I've joined the sleeve to the main part here. So here I end with blue, or should I say start with blue, so it looks like it has a blue edge. Here I start with blue, so it looks like it has a blue edge. So which means here I'm gonna do a single crochet with blue color. So this is how it looks like. This is the back panel, this is the front. This is a short coat. Okay, now I'm going to do single crochet in this part. Just single crochet all around the whole stretch so that it will look like it has a blue edge. And you bring this tail along. Those tail that was here previously, I hide it all in here. All the tail here, I tie a knot and hide it in here. Now I'm going to do single crochet. This edge, just single crochet. Make sure your single crochet is not too far apart, because I want this blue edge here to make it look like it's, you see there's blue edge here, so I want to make a blue edge here. And you also do for this side as well, because the top part here it's already blue, so I think I'll just do here and here. I'll come back to you once I have this done, and I'll show you how the finished product look like. Okay, once I've reached the top here, I already have one row of blue, so I do not need to make another row. If not, here will look too thick and here too thin. So once I reach here, I just slip stitch to the next, chain one and pull tight. And I just cut my yarn and I'll hide this inside here, all around here. And this will look like this. I hope you like this pattern. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. The subscribe button is over here and also at the end of the video. So I'll see you in my next post.